Say hi, Mommy.
Hi, Mama. What's up, Lupe? Word to Lupe.
All right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of MMA Talk. My name's Brandon Coates. I'm your host. I'm here for you to talk all kinds of mixed martial arts stuff. His name's Isaac Nanez. He is the owner, proprietor, overall good guy over at Gorilla MMA. Thanks for coming in, Isaac. First big news for Gorilla MMA. You guys are moving, like literally in the process of moving. Like you told me, you pretty much moved everything yesterday.
Yeah, we moved everything last night. It was we're moving, remodeling. It's a surprise. You're gonna see the end result because I like to work and
like you're going to unveil it. Like it's not going to be.
Man, and it's gonna be nice. It is. It's literally nice. It's gonna be a lot cleaner. Everything's gonna be organized a lot better. It's gonna be less fight oriented, a little more martial arts school oriented.
Okay.
Just to give everybody an idea.
Do you have a date for when?
March 6th.
March 6th. So we're looking at next. When is this?
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday is when everything will be back up and running for Gorilla MMA.
Yes, sir.
And so, but then you'll be back to the same times of everything. 5 o'clock kids.
Yeah, we're gonna have 5:30 for the kids, and then all adult classes start at 6:30. We're gonna move some coaches around, so I'll have a definite timeline by the end of this week about. And just check the IG, and then we'll have the schedule up.
And if you want to hit him up, Instagram, it is
Gorilla MMA at Gorilla MMA.
Did you get the new Facebook page? You said you were going to create a new one.
We're still making it.
Okay.
Actually, yeah,
so Instagram obviously going to be the easiest way to get a hold of you guys.
Yeah. So just hit us up at Gorilla MMA. You can get the gym number 915-920-0517. Or if you just see me somewhere, just ask me.
He's around.
Yeah.
All right, so let's jump right into this thing. So we got UFC 235 coming up tomorrow. It's happening at the T-Mobile Arena in Nevada. 2 titles up for grabs tomorrow. You've got Jon Jones taking on Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith's a bad dude.
Yeah, man. He's a tough guy too.
It's Jon Jones. So, but we're going to get to that. That's going to be the final thing we're going to get to. You got Tyron Woodley. He's going to be defending his title against Kamaru Usman for the welterweight title. You got Robbie Lawler also fighting on this card. Cody Garbrandt also going to be in the octagon for this one. And then buried, in a preliminary match, you still got Diego Sanchez over there.
Yeah.
Just still fighting it out. So let's go ahead and let's start with we'll do the 3 kind of main fights. We'll do the Robbie Lawler, Ben Askren fight, Tyron Woodley, Kamaru Usman, and Jon Jones, Anthony Smith. So let's start with that Robbie Lawler fight. What can we expect from Robbie Lawler on this one? The former champion, actually, who he's coming off of a loss to Rafael Dos Anjos. He beat Tyron Woodley, but just before that was when he lost the belt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he beat Donald Cerrone, and then he lost to Tyron Woodley just before that. That was back, all the way back on July 30th of 2016 was when that happened. So he's lost 2 of his last 3. 2 of them went to decision. One of the victories did. The victory did, one of the losses, and then a knockout, which is how it ended against Tyron Woodley. So what do you think we're going to see out of Robbie Lawler coming in here? Because he also hasn't been into the octagon in over a year. He didn't fight at all in 2018.
Well, I mean, he's a veteran. That's embedded in your DNA at that point. Like it's just ingrained. The word muscle memory is inaccurate because your muscle doesn't have cognition, to have memory. But the muscle memory kicks in where you have a knowledge of what to do. That's not too inactive because he's been fighting a lot. But he's gonna get submitted. He's gonna get. I mean, he's a sprawling brawler, but this dude's like a tree sloth.
Ben Askren.
Yeah, he's not exciting. It's going to be kind of boring. He's going to hold him down. He's going to drag him down, and then going to submit him.
Well, you're looking at Ben Askren. It's a guy who's 18-0 currently. In his professional mixed martial arts record. And this will be his first fight in the UFC. He fought in Bellator for a while. He fought in Bellator all the way up through until 2013, and then he's been fighting in 1 FC and 1 championship here up until 2017. But again, the same thing for Ben Askren. Also didn't fight at all in 2018, but he was the welterweight title holder.
Yeah.
So we kind of have two different title holders. So you're saying this one, I'll have you do the picks as well, but I can already tell which direction this one's going to go.
Yeah, I didn't want to disappoint him because Robbie Lawler, he's exciting, man. Like sprawling brawl is exciting, and people can relate, throwing hands with fighting. they get confused on the ground, but it's going to be kind of a disappointment.
Well, and I think that's something that a lot of people who aren't familiar, even if you watch a lot of mixed martial arts, but if you're not as familiar with it, you could find a ground fight boring.
Yeah.
Which, if you don't know what's going on. Now, if you do know what's going on, it can be one of the most beautiful things out there with, the changing of positions and.
And it can still be boring.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, if it's just, a couple of guys laying on top of each other, then, like, okay, this fight sucks. Stand them up. Let's go. Or if it's like the, I thought it was relatively exciting. The fight, it was the Chael Sonnen Anderson Silva fight. Mm-hmm. It was exciting because it was Anderson Silva was finally kind of, backed against a wall. But when you looked stylistically at that fight, it was pretty goddamn boring because it was Sonnen would take him down and then lay on top of him and then like clap his hands around his head. Remember, he kept doing that nonstop throughout that fight. Yeah, you forgot about that.
Yeah, man. They used to coach that with us too. I don't want to do that.
Okay, so this one obviously you're picking Ben Askren.
Yeah, I mean, and not by reluctantly. Actually,
yeah.
I mean, he's not exciting. He's not exciting.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very boring fighter.
But you're picking him to win and by submission too. You don't think this is going to go the distance?
No.
First, second, third?
Maybe second. Because he's going to shake him off.
Mm-hmm.
Shake him off, but
eventually it's just going to wear him down.
It's like getting attacked by ants. You know what I mean? Like
eventually it just gets to you.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. The first fight prediction for Isaac. He's taken Robbie Lawler over Ben Askren over Robbie Lawler by submission. All right, so for the first title defense of the evening, you've got Tyron Woodley defending his welterweight title against Kamaru Usman. You've got Usman, who's coming in here as the challenger. He is coming off a massive win streak. He started off his career 1-1, and he has since gone 13-0. He's got a victory over Rafael Dos Anjos, Damian Maia. Most recently just fought a few months ago, back on November 30th of 2018, winning the performance of the night, winning by unanimous decision. Now for Tyron Woodley, we're talking about a guy who has the welterweight title. He is coming off of he has a draw against Stephen Thompson in the middle of it, but he also has basically 6 consecutive victories. If you take that one out of there, it's 6 consecutive victories. Recently defeated Darren Till, Damian Maia. He got that rematch against Stephen Thompson where he ended up getting the victory as well. And then you can go back to the victory over Robbie Lawler where he won the welterweight title.
What were his losses from? Where did he says
he's got a unanimous decision to Rory McDonald. That was back in 2014. He lost to Jake Shields by a split decision back in 2013, and he lost to Nate Marquardt in Strikeforce back in 2012.
I remember that one. That one was bad.
Yeah, that was in Portland, Oregon too. That was the Luke Rockhold fight.
Yeah.
As well. So just the 3 losses and the 1 draw on Tyron Woodley's record. But what kind of fight do you see going here between Woodley and Usman?
It's gonna be real technical. It's gonna be super technical. I mean, these guys have real good skill sets. The way it looks like Woodley loses is he kind of gets outworked. Because you're not. I mean, he's quick. He's athletic. He's hard to hit, and he hits hard. It's gonna be exciting, man. It's gonna be again for someone who knows fighting and knows like those little details. It's gonna be real technical. It's gonna be very refined. But I don't know how exciting that one's gonna be. Like I don't know if it's gonna. I don't think it'll be a bar burner.
So do you see it going to the decision then?
Yeah,
most likely.
Yeah.
Who do you think is gonna outwork who?
I think Woodley's gonna outsmart Usman.
Yeah,
basically, yeah.
Ended up keeping the title.
Yeah, and I think kind of what happened with Woodley with those losses, he got drawn into a fight. He got drawn in, and he got outworked. Which I mean, when he's light and he steps back and on that back foot, he explodes. That's when he does best.
Yeah, again, his 3 losses. His last loss was all the way back in 2014. That was the one against Rory McDonald, where he lost by unanimous decision. He lost to Jake Shields back in 2013, and then he also lost to Nate Marquardt back in 2012. Speaking of which, I'm going to take a little sidestep here. I'm going to look up Nate Marquardt, trying to figure out what happened. Because Marquardt was one of my favorite fighters. I enjoyed watching Marquardt fight.
He's good.
I enjoyed watching him fight, and a lot of it had to do with that one knockout that he had that was – yeah, but look at all those losses, man. Look at – Marquardt's fought a ton, though. Marquardt's record right now, he's at 35-19-2, but he has lost a ton recently. But there was the one knockout that he had – that was in the first few seconds of the fight. God, which one was it? Son of a bitch. 21. It was Damian Maia. That's who it was. It was back in 2009. He knocked out Damian Maia in 21.
Oh, he like knocked him out like midair or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they met, and he met, and it was just boom, and all of a sudden Damian Maia was down on the ground.
Feet left on the ground, it was like a sack of potatoes.
And then that was, right after that, that was when he ended up going up against Chael's son, and winner of that was the one who ended up going up against Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
But yeah, things have not gone very well for.
Well, Marquardt fought Silva too.
He did.
Yeah.
Did not go well for him.
Oh.
But Marquardt, he's also got that victory over, Tyron Woodley there, and then, but after that, it's just, a string of losses with a victory, a string of losses with a victory, and so on and so forth for Nate Marquardt. But give the guy credit, he's still fucking powering through, although he hasn't fought in a couple of years. But I mean, he's got over 50 professional fights.
Damn, man,
which is a lot.
Well, that's why you get the losses at the end. You wear out.
Just don't have your body gets the wear and tear.
It's mileage, man. I mean, yeah.
It'd be like having a race car that you're never tuning up. That it just kind of like you never replace the tires.
Yeah, you can't. You can't replace anything. Yeah,
you can't pop it off and then pop something new back on.
And if you do, it's not. I mean, it doesn't fit right.
They tried with me and my arm. It doesn't fucking work. I mean, that's just not how it works. Because as you can see, so check this out. So in case you've been following, it all had surgery over a month ago at this point, and this is kind of where I'm at right now. And it's going to look like, if you're looking at it in reverse, it's going to look like I'm trying to give like the fucking Nazi salute. but this is my limit.
That should be the thumbnail.
Because Isaac's been like, he's asking like, how's the progress going? Make sure you don't fuck it up. Like, because Isaac knows me and I'm injury prone, clearly. And he's just, like he'll text me to find out, like make sure like, hey, you haven't fucked it up yet, have you?
Well, yeah, I mean, because it's always something, man. It's always different.
Well, that's the thing it was a year and a half ago easily when my shoulder really first started bugging me, because before that my shoulders always hurt. Like it's just the nature of my shoulders. Like it sucks, but you live with it. But it was about a year and a half ago when it was really, really starting to bug me. And what makes it even worse is at that point was when we were starting to see major progress in the gym. Like as far as the weights were going, like with the man makers, I was lifting a lot there, and like things were looking good. And then it was like my body was like, now you're old. Like we're not gonna let you do this. Like we're taking you down, bitch. So anyway, final fight of the evening coming up tomorrow, barring any missed weight, obviously, because the last fight we had, or not even missed weight, it was the Gastelum. Whittaker fight, and Whittaker had to back out because Whittaker had a hernia and he had to have surgery. He ended up going in that Saturday morning or later that Friday to have the surgery, and people were pissed and people were upset with Whittaker. It's like, dude, the guy's hurt.
Yeah. Well, come on, guys. Like seriously, they're human beings. See, look, if you prick me, do I not bleed? All that cool stuff.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to.
People don't understand. People don't understand. Like it's a lot of work. A lot of people go to these gyms and think, oh, I worked hard. I sweat. It ain't like that. Take your worst day. Take your worst day when you're sore, hurt, injured, and all that. Now I'm punching you in the face. Mm-hmm. That's every day. Now don't get it. Now just see if you don't pull out of a fight or something like that.
Well, I mean, he had to have surgery for crying out.
Yeah,
because I think one of the original like fears was that it was due to weight cut. Like people were concerned that he came in overweight and he was trying to cut his weight for too much. That didn't end up being the case. Like, that's not what it was. He had a hernia that he had to go.
Yeah, and he's never had that problem.
Get surgically repaired.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And at the risk of making people mad, but I mean, if somebody gets mad at me, what are they going to do? They're going to say something behind my back.
Yeah. And it's an unfortunate set of circumstances. That's just it stinks because everybody was looking forward to that, because that also those were the coaches from the last season of The Ultimate Fighter, the final season.
So be nice to your fighters, guys. Be nice to your fighters.
Yeah, hug a fighter.
Yeah, come on, man.
I mean, just give them a pat on the back. Maybe give them some flowers or something.
Yeah.
Buy them dinner. Buy a fighter dinner.
We have two thumbnails. It's either me doing that or you.
There's me doing that, like Frankenstein. All right, so for the final fight here, we got Jon Jones. He is defending his title against Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith's a bad dude, man.
Yeah.
Like I said this in the last MMA talk. One thing that I love about social media at this point and with the UFC is they will put the highlights or even the full fights of their most recent fights, and you can kind of watch the clips. And Anthony Smith is he's a bad dude, but this is Johnny Bones
Yeah.
Jones. So first, let's look at Anthony Smith as just a fighter. What stylistically, what are we looking for from him?
You know, for being kind of a brawl, he's a killer, but he's really technical. He's real precise. He's long. He's got real good range. He's got good footwork. I mean, it might be another Gustafson situation because he's got a lot of the same skill set. He's got real good footwork, and that's the key with someone like Jones is you have to be in the right place because he's going to be in the right place because he's so long. He takes a few steps and he's there. Your footwork has to be good, but Smith has really good footwork. He's got good boxing. I don't know how much the wrestling is going to play into this, but he's a strong dude. So yeah, he's legit.
He's coming off 3-fight win streak. Took down a couple of legends, which the 2 legends you kind of got to wonder, how much stake can you really take?
Yeah.
He's got Mauricio Hua and or Shogun Hua and Rashad Evans, and then right before that he does have a loss to Thiago Santos, and then another 3-fight win streak before that. Hector Lombard, he had a TKO from that one as well.
One thing on Smith though, he is a throwback of the way a fighter carried himself before Conor McGregor, before all the media stuff and all the nonsense. Where he was, I mean, he says it. He's like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fight. I don't worry about the face. And he's performance based. He's not, and even locally, and a lot of these people, a lot of fight. He kind of ruined fighting in some places because now people have this sense of entitlement. If I can draw attention, if I have,
I'm gonna get a bigger payday.
Yeah, and it's like no, you're not Conor McGregor, bro. You're not special. Like you have to earn your way up there. You have to fight to be a fighter. So now, I mean, even locally with some of these amateurs, it's ridiculous. And so, I mean, I'm kind of picking fights today, huh?
That's fine.
Yeah,
it's MMA talk.
Yeah, I'm down. You know what? I'm down. That's what I do. So hit me up, Gorilla MMA. All right.
They'll be moved by Wednesday.
Yeah.
Come on by. Sutherland Park.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously we'll take a look at Johnny Bones Jones too. Now, and he recently said this week too that he would love to have a 50-0 record in mixed martial arts. Obviously, you're going to take away kind of the one.
Where's he at right now?
He's at 23-1. But remember that one loss came from illegal strikes.
Yeah.
It was the elbows, coming down like that. And then you also have the no contest where he defeated Cormier, but he didn't really defeat Cormier because he was on drugs.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's bouncing back pretty quick here after a pretty long layoff for Bones Jones because of suspensions and all kinds of other stuff. You're looking at he had his fight just basically New Year's. It was December 29th against Alexander Gustafsson, where he regained, I guess, the light heavyweight title because earlier that day Cormier said, "No, it's fine, you guys take it. I got the heavyweight title," and so the winner of that fight won, I guess, the light heavyweight.
Right.
So he's got it. So he's taking on Anthony Smith. What did you see out of Jones against Gustafsson just a couple months ago?
I mean, this is what Jones is doing, and I don't think people realize. Jones is so phenomenal. He's such a what's the word, savant, that he can do just enough. And even in the fight, I saw him doing just enough. And which is what you want to do. You don't want to get too tired. You want to be in that middle zone. You want to be in that flow state where you can control your emotions and your thoughts. But he's so good at it, man. Where even his preparation, all that stuff. But he does the right things. He does the work. Like he'll party, but he knows what work to do when, and he knows how hard, and he'll do just enough. And this is one of those things that people don't realize. They watch the UFC, the embeddeds, or they watch this stuff, and they say, "Oh, okay, they train like this." And they say, "No, there's a whole process to it. There's a whole lifestyle."
Yeah, that's a TV show. Like it's very minimal what they're showing. Like it's a sliver of a piece of that pie of what it takes to become a fighter.
And you can't take that X factor of experience and just kind of that knowledge. And some people just pick it up, that knowledge of I need to move like this and do this. And it's a very refined skill to have, but you have to. It's not everybody has it, and it's not very common. So you don't recognize it. It's like in school. You know that smart kid.
Yeah, the one everything kind of came to naturally. The one who didn't have to study as hard.
Yeah.
As the teacher was going through it, they're able to actually do the homework at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's that smart kid. Yeah. Except his homework hurts. Like
Yeah, it's the physicality of it too.
Yeah, it is. But that's what that is. He's so neurologically blessed in that way that he's just faster than everybody else.
All right. So final fight, Tomorrow night, UFC 235, Johnny Bones Jones, Anthony Smith. I got a feeling I know which way this one's going to go. Who you got?
It's Jones. Yeah. Jones
But are we talking knockout? Are we talking submission? Are we talking is this thing going to go the distance?
Smith is a dog, man. Smith is a dog, so I think he's going to go the distance. You'll fight him.
Unanimous decision, though, most likely.
Jones,
Like, you think Jones is going to be able to put in that much work?
Yeah, he is a lot bigger still, too. Smith is coming up from 85.
That's true. Yeah, he's fought at the lighter weights, and you got Jones who could fight,
at heavyweight. Yeah, he's the big dude, man. I don't know if you've ever seen him. He's like
long.
Yeah.
He's really long, too. All right, so for the final 3 fights, just to kind of recap here, we had you picking you've got Ben Askren defeating Robbie Lawler by submission, maybe second round. We've got Tyron Woodley successfully defending his title against Kamaru Usman. Yes. And then you've got Johnny Bones Jones also successfully defending his championship against Anthony.
I might have to go back on my Askren thing, not on who's gonna win, but I think Ben Askren might just dry hump.
And just take the full 3 rounds.
Yeah, because he might just lay on him. Because if he lets Robbie, if he kind of takes a risk, Robbie's really dangerous. So
it might just be like keep it safe as long as you're scoring the points in your.
Yeah, he might just hold on to him.
And if you're the one with the the positive position, then you're going to be the one that's going to be able to get that victory.
Yeah,
he's going to hope to do.
But that's the fight you want to go pee or like
the Robbie Lawler Askren fight.
Yeah, so just not because of Robbie Lawler, man. Just Ben Askren is a boring dude, and people don't know. People know the media behind it, and they know the whole with Demetrius Johnson, and they're going to associate that. People then go back and watch Ben Askren fight, and they're going to be disappointed, man. That dude.
All right, so you got Askren by decision, you got Woodley by decision, and Jones by decision at this point. So it looks like neither, according to Isaac here, we've got neither belts changing hands. So we'll wrap up this edition of MMA Talk. Again, Gorilla MMA located out in Sunland Park, here right at the edge of El Paso. Basically, to get there, if you want to take I-10, take the Sunland Park exit, and then shoot straight out past Doniphan, past that Walmart that's right there, right near the racetrack. Once you can see the racetrack on your left-hand side, turn right. It's going to be back in there. And new location, but you just moved right next door.
Yeah, we just moved to a nicer space. A nicer space. Yeah, it's cleaner, it's better. So 1979 Victory Lane. That's
1979 Victory Lane. And you also have Wednesday, you say the doors will be back open. Like right now, you guys are closed because you're moving everything and reorganizing everything. So Wednesday they'll be back open. Hit them up on Instagram. It's at Gorilla MMA. And then so you can hit them up there and you can find out about the classes. I think he said you're going to have a better schedule locked down soon, but you're looking at 5:30 for kids classes, 6:30 for adult classes.
Yeah, that's going to be the basic layout, and we'll have a for sure schedule on Monday.
There you go. All right. On that note, thank you, Isaac, for coming in, and enjoy UFC 235, everybody. Peace out. Have a good weekend. I have to go turn this on. Wave bye, Isaac.
Been stuck. The lights.